Yeah.
Is it possible to send that link to Lucy?
What, the Daily Show?
Yeah, because it's not working on my computer. Maybe it'll work on yours.
What, I can only do it as WhatsApp. To what text?
Email.
No, I can't email, not while I'm doing this.
Theresa, I'll send it.
Oh, thanks, Serena.
Thanks,
Brilliant.
Serena.
Right, I'm going to mute all and then unmute Chris. Oh. Chris, what have you called yourself today? TDS Legend host. Where are you? Unmute. Go on then, Chris O. Take it away.
Right, thank you. Right. It's now episode 85.
Woo!
So we've got the daily check-in. We've got a special guest to do the buzz and ball skills. That is Pedro Santos. Quiz with Fran. That's zoo animals. Photo gallery with the very handsome Alexis. Zoom games with the gorgeous Theresa. Sing along for my choice. And Liz is going to talk about her pottery.
Oh, the poem. Yeah, we can mention that again. They're lovely, yes, which I've put on the WhatsApp. Thank you, Chris O. Well, the first announcement, everybody, is that Tim is down at the level. The most amazing, because it's such a lovely afternoon and they've got about 20 people taking turns, sensibly social distancing, but on the table, so he cannot leave it. So Tim is going to miss his first show. 85 shows we've got to, and he's not going to be here. So you've got to be kind to me because Theresa is in charge. And luckily I've got Chris O at my side there to help.
And me.
And you, Andrew. We'll get through it. But yes, and his phone has died. So Nick Krill phoned me. I thought it was Nick. I said, oh, hello, Nick. And he says, no, it's not Nick, it's Tim on Nick's phone. He says, I can't come on the show. So anyway, that's the story. So we will all excuse him today. But we know what we're doing, so we're absolutely fine. Oh, yeah, let's do check-ins. That'd be good. Right, thumbs up then if you've had a good day. Thumbs here if it's a okay, and thumbs down. So I'm going thumbs up.
I'm getting thumbs up too.
Oh, good, Andrew. I've had a super day because I played.
My brother, Kev Kennis, at home.
Oh, brilliant. That's brilliant, Andrew. Right,
Yeah.
Just going to give you a second. Fabulous, good lad. So let's just see a couple of people. Let's go to Helen Grenville. So Helen, I didn't see you today, but obviously played you last week. How's your day been?
Yeah, not bad, not bad. I was missing you though. I desperately wanted to be there today.
I know, I couldn't fit any more in. I'm trying to be fair of spreading it out, but I think you're all getting really good at organising your games amongst yourselves as well, which is
but not a bad day. Got
Good.
quite a few bits done at home, so quite a good day today.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Right. And let's now going to go to Fran. Fran, I'm going to unmute you because we have had some very exciting news about Fran. So as you know, Fran is involved with Carousel Radio. And I had a phone call yesterday. I spoke to David from Carousel Radio, and they're so proud of Fran and what Fran's been doing in lockdown, as we are as well at Brighton Table Tennis Club. And Fran, is it right? They've given you a video camera and they want you to do a bit of recording about what you're doing on Zoom, the fact you've done the quiz. So tell us, is that right? Have I got it about right?
Yeah, you have. And hopefully someone will come up and set it up and hopefully play and hopefully do video.
Brilliant. It's absolutely amazing. We are really proud of you. So if they do come and set it, if they don't set it up today, Fran, then we can do it another day. But I think a show of love or clapping for Fran, please, because she's an absolute star. So yeah, Fran's being used as an example of how well she's coped with lockdown, of using Zoom and all these daily shows of keeping in contact. So it's brilliant. You can do a little bit of filming, aren't you? Now, let's go on to
Everyone.
Right. Oh, that's it, Brandon. Give us encouragement. Love it. Right, Andrew, what are we going to do next then? Come on then, you give me your skill.
The next one.
Yeah.
You're on a slide like this.
Yeah.
With the downwards. You've been brought upwards.
Oh, so we're trying to get spin. So we're spinning the ball. Lovely. Then, guys, so you're undercutting, putting side spin and back spin on the ball.
Yeah, forehand. We're doing forehand spin.
Yeah, forehand spin. That's what I'm having a go at.
If you know what it is, and we'll do the questions and answers after.
Yeah, that's it. We do the quiz
Thanks, Chris.
after.
Yeah, brilliant. Okay, right.
Okay, so it's week 14, and I've outsourced my editing process.
And the cat is pretty good.
Yeah, the cat's good. Yeah, the cat points. Yeah, great work, photographers. This week's challenge was a difficult one, and everyone has done really good work. Great work. I hope you're bursting with pride. So you've all come a long way over the last 14 weeks. Oh, sorry, I can't read.
No, I'm testing you to see if you can ad-lib.
Yeah. We have 16 participants, and I will be showcasing in the following categories: impact, composition, and story.
Here we go.
So this is D. D, this is fantastic. Look at the water droplets on the, I think it's a poppy. I hope so. Otherwise I've got the flower wrong. But if I'm wrong, it's not surprising. With the two pink flowers behind, giving it a sense of depth. Really, really strong, right in the middle. It's beautiful. And I just think it's just got such great impact. But I think the composition is fantastic. It's really well composed. Pippa, I think this is really, obviously it's very dark. It's very interesting the way the light is coming out through the hallway. It's spilling out into the road. Really, really it's sort of welcoming, but at the same time quite dark, in a sort of horror movie-esque way. I love the shadow in the foreground. The only thing I would say would, if that could have been a bit more obvious, that would have really, really helped.
How would you have done that? Would you just step back a bit, perhaps to get more of it in? Or?
I'm not sure, actually.
Okay.
I think that it's very difficult circumstances because you've got such extremes of light. But I really, really like it. Obviously, I love it in black and white. It's got this lovely sense of depth again as well. Really well done, Pippa. I think actually this could be almost like a series, if you could sort of do it every hour for 3 or 4 hours before complete darkness, and see how the different. She's
got time to do that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. For to see how it would look as the sort of the light goes down. But I really, it's very, very strong. Helen, this is great. The composition right in the middle there, the ball in midair. Is that a table tennis ball? I don't know. I've never seen a blue table tennis ball.
Yes, it is. It's one I had at home.
Oh right, okay. I've never seen one. So that was a first. I like the way the bat is above the gentleman's head, so that it sort of shades him, but you can still see him. That's a very, very difficult shot to do. The only thing I would say was it's a shame that the person in the background is in the shot kind of getting in the way. Perhaps you could ask her to move next time.
Yeah, okay.
But no, it's a really, really strong shot, and I especially like the bat in midair above the gentleman's head, hiding. Sorry, I don't know his name. I have met him at the club.
Philip. Yes, Philip. That's my youngest son.
Oh right, okay, yeah. But it's very good because obviously the light's right from above. So if the light was all over his face, it could spoil the shot, and maybe he'd be too bleached out. So I think this is great. It makes you want to get outside and play. Yeah. So well done.
Thank you,
Lucy. I know the cat in the basket with the table tennis balls as well. It's beautifully framed with all the leaves all the way around it, and the cat looks very sort of comfortable, but at the same time slightly menacing, and it tells a story, doesn't it, as well, which I really like with the table tennis balls as well. We've got a cat here, and he tends to sort of get in the way all the time, or get in the photo, or come on a Zoom call. And I love it. I particularly like the way it's framed. I have to say that it's beautifully framed with the green around the blue. So yeah, so and he or she's eyes are really, really strong as well. So really well done on this shot, Lucy. Serena, you have the double ladybird with macro by the looks of it, and it's is it on a mirror again? Yeah, and it's
on a mirror.
On a mirror, yeah. And I think you've nailed the with the snail last week and the ladybird this week, the mirror aspect. It's
Well, Nina did say the ladybird moves a lot faster than the snail.
yeah, of course. Yeah, I really, the colours are beautiful, and it's a really, really strong shot, and perfectly framed as well. Absolutely perfectly framed. So brilliant stuff.
Any feedback? Anything to focus on, so to speak?
The only thing I would have suggested, I don't know, would have been to get I don't know how possible this is, and obviously you're fighting against. I know what it's like. You're fighting against the movement. Would be to have got slightly further down, so you could look straight into the ladybird's face from sort of further down. But that's just being slightly picky. I'm sure it was an impossible shot to get, let alone kind of, moving around and
yeah, it's a right fast little one.
So yeah, really arresting image, brilliant stuff. Now Andrew, I think this is this is fantastic. This is fantastic, Andrew. This got
do you remember, did you all have the storm last week? It was amazing, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's did you have the storm, Andrew?
He's on mute.
Oh, you're on mute. Sorry, Andrew.
Yeah, no, I'm mute now.
You're unmuted now.
Did you get a big thunderstorm last week?
Yeah.
That's the good news, guys. We're going to get filmed in a minute.
All right, and brilliant.
Amazing.
And Nikki's just given me a haircut as well, so I'm looking my best.
There was a picture I was setting, because the light is shining on the sea when it's coming down.
Yeah, it's amazing. And lightning is hard to...
Lightning is really hard to photograph as well. I've never successfully got it, but I haven't really tried that much either. But it's stunning as well, and the power of Mother Nature in this picture is really, really, really scary.
It's my favourite thing.
What, lightning and thunder and lightning?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you're brave.
Yes.
Yeah, you're very brave. Yeah. So that's really, really good.
I sleep through it.
Yeah, that's great. Brilliant.
Liz, this is a fantastic fantastic story, isn't it? Glastonbury lockdown. So you've got all the accoutrements there, all the bits and bobs of a festival, with the tent and the chair and the very rude cushion, which luckily is upside down, or balloon, whatever it is. And I really like this. I think it just tells a story of our times. So obviously last weekend was meant to be Glastonbury, and this weekend it's instead, people are watching old episodes from the television, on the television, and I don't know. I really think this tells a story of our times. It's a very sort of photojournalistic shot almost. You could see this in sort of an article about life under lockdown, and everything about it. Even you've got Adele in concert in the background there as well. A glass of wine, bare feet.
Not muddy though.
Not muddy, no. No, I suppose there's no mud there. But yeah, it's and you've got the C and D symbol. I really like it. I think it's a real story of the time in which we're still living through.
So Fran and Chris, we haven't got to your photos yet, so don't worry, you've just chatted me, so they're coming up.
Digna, oh, this is spooky. Digna, it's really spooky. I like this. The only thing I would say was I think perhaps less in the foreground. If you could have started the photo almost where the light finishes, then it would have been even more powerful.
What do you mean? Along with the start of the railings?
Along with the start of the railings, yeah, perhaps. Perhaps there's just too much dark at the beginning, you know, at the bottom. But apart from that, it's really powerful. You got that just before it goes really dark at night sky, the light stretching towards you. You sort of wonder what kind of journey you can end up on and where you're going. It's just a story that takes you on a journey. So I think this is really, really strong. And the railings leading it with the light hitting them, going towards the sort of entrance, it's yeah, very, very strong and very well spotted as well. When I saw this, I thought, yeah, you've really looked around, which I think is so important. It's almost like hunting for a photograph, isn't it? Yeah, so Jez, this is beautiful. You know, you could turn this upside down, couldn't you? You could flip this and it would be like the same either way. The perfect reflection of the sky and in the water as well, with the horizon running across dark, so it doesn't take your eye away from the sky and the reflections in the water. I think this is beautiful. I think it's make a gorgeous poster. So where was it shot, Jez?
Yeah, it was on there. It was just off a lake, to be perfectly honest. It wasn't local to here, so I'll be honest, it wasn't a photo from this week. It was a slightly older one, but it was literally a lake towards sunset, and I just got caught lucky with a very, very still water, and it reflected beautifully off the clouds.
Yeah. Oh no, it's brilliant. You know, you should be really, really proud of this as well. And it's not in black and white either.
I know. I resisted.
Which next one is obviously from Theresa. I think, Theresa, this has absolutely amazing impact. You know, again, you've got the poppy. You've got the water on the. Is it a tomato plant?
It is a tomato plant. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's absolutely gorgeous. I can't believe I'm going to say this, and it is in a slightly jokey way, but I'd like to have seen this in colour as well.
I don't know if you would have, because the tomato is green.
Oh, right. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
But I think it has amazing impact. Nikki was saying that it looks a bit like, you know, in Harry Potter, the mandrake.
Yeah. No, I thought it was quite alien. Liz has just put it was alien terrific. I think, and there's a slug. I don't know if you realise that's a slug.
Just to the side. Yeah, which I didn't spot. Nikki spotted that, and yeah, I think this has got amazing impact. You can keep looking at it and seeing more and more stuff going on. So I think you should be really, really proud of this. I really like it. I think it's got tremendous impact. Lyn Ora, was this taken last week, Lyn Ora, before the weather went all a bit strange again? Because this is beautiful. You've got the Newton's ring at the top there, where the light's hitting the camera lens. It's and the sun directly in the middle. It's fantastic. It just makes you want to sort of go out and run around. And
I was playing tennis when I took this picture. I took about 50 of them, to be honest. I stopped the tennis and I thought, wow. I took the glasses off and I thought, oh no, I've got to put them over the camera. I put my sunglasses over the camera.
Oh, you put your sunglasses? Oh, what? That's a really good idea.
And that worked. I took load with and without and I thought, oh no, the sunglasses, you can see it.
That's brilliant. And I mean, another thing you can do is to use if you've got any sort of crinkly plastic paper, like a sweet wrapper.
Oh yeah, the coloured.
Yeah, like, you know, the ones that boiled sweets sort of come in. Or something
I need Quality Street for that.
Yeah, you need a box. Obviously in a tennis match, that's probably not what. But no, I love it. It's really beautiful. Thank you for sending it. Chriso, what a story.
Now, the title of this, Chris sent me, is Father and Son.
Yeah, and
that's right. And this was in what's his name, in St Margaret's Church, in what's his name, and that gravestone was one of my dad's that I wanted done, and it's got a nice background of my mum on the back, and with me in front with my dad, and it said on it, "Blessed are those who set in the Lord." Peter John O'Flynn, at peace, 12th of February 2003, aged 67 years, a most wonderful husband and father, and he would have loved me having this photo because it's got a nice background with the trees, and it's just unbelievable.
Yeah, with the sun coming in through the back of your head is absolutely, is very, very poignant, and I think the story that it tells is amazing. I have to say that it moved me to tears when this came in. You should be really proud of this, and obviously you are.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you.
Oh, it's amazing. Thank you, because every photograph I take, every photographs the whole thing on Wednesday, it just blows it away, and I'm so proud that you've named me a photographer number 2. Thank you so much.
Well done.
Oh, thank you, Chris.
Well done. Brilliant.
Susie, this is so strong. I mean, the collage is brilliant. I would only say that I think that the middle photograph you could have almost lost or made a lot smaller. But I understand, again, lockdown is very, very powerful. All the emotions that you're going through in these strange times. I think it's fantastic. It would make a great poster again. And I especially like the kind of the 3 at the bottom, the small ones all together. Very, very, very powerful. And you should be really, really pleased with these.
We were talking earlier, Susie, about how brave you are, just putting yourself out there in the photos and using your face for the expressions. It's really brilliant.
Yeah, especially we live in this sort of time of selfies where people are always sort of like photographing themselves from above and trying to make themselves all glamour glowed, and and you're really showing it how it is. I think this is really powerful. And a very late entry from Gary again, but this time not quite as late as last week. I think this is really interesting. You can almost dive into the cupboard, can't you, and just sort of pick things out. It's beautifully framed. I haven't had, to be honest, I was photographing this morning, so I haven't quite, and it came in quite late, I haven't had time to sort of go into all the things that are on display. But it reminds me of a sort of an antique shop, or there was a TV program on years ago called Mr. Ben, and he would go in and get changed. I don't know if anyone remembers that. But it has that kind of oldie worldy antiquarian feel to it. It's very, very special, and it's another photo which you can sort of get lost in and keep looking at it and going, oh, what's that and what's that? And I really like that. It tells a great story, and the composition is fantastic as well. So I don't know if Gary's on Zoom, but if he isn't, someone should pat him on the back. Okay. He's probably playing table tennis outside. Now, is Fran here?
Yeah, I think Fran's come back now.
I think this is so strong and such a strong departure from how Fran normally photographs. Right in the middle there.
Shall I tell you?
Yes, could you explain? Yes, please. Yeah.
This is one of my friends, Daniel Wakeford. It is, and I took a photo, and I've got the T-shirt.
How amazing!
And I went to see his gig.
And he signed the T-shirt as well, Fran.
He did, yeah.
Amazing, amazing.
He did.
It's just so well framed as well, Fran. It's right in the middle there. So it's almost it's a portrait. It is a portrait off the T-shirt, and a portrait of a T-shirt as well. I don't know. I really like this. It's different as well. It's someone has just posted up. It's so unusual, Fran, and I think that's the case, and I think that's really strong because of that. I think it's got fantastic impact. It's a great T-shirt as well. It has to be said. So, Fran, well done, and congratulations on your carousel thing as well.
In fact, could you put it on gallery for a minute?
Oh yes, of course.
So I've got the video lined up.
Can you see it?
Can you see it? Okay.
Yeah, I can.
Okay. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you.
Here's Pete. I don't think Pete's on the Zoom, but this is I think this is Balcombe Viaduct
Ouse Valley.
in the Ouse Valley, and is absolutely beautiful. I don't know if you can see Serena just at the bottom there with her hands up and her face. I don't know if that people can see that, if they can blow that up a bit larger perhaps. But the way that the viaduct stretches away, I think this is absolutely fantastic. You could, you almost feel like running your finger across the photograph just to sort of get the texture. I think this is tremendous, Pete. Although Pete's not there, so I'm talking to, which feels kind of weird. But yeah, I think this is the composition is amazing, absolutely amazing.
Brilliant.
And the shots that best fit the categories this week are Impact, Fran, and Theresa.
Oh, Fran, me and you, girl. That's brilliant. Well done, Fran.
We've heard from both of you, so
yeah.
But it's the strangeness of the tomato with the slug, the water on it. You can just almost follow the branches around, or whatever you call them, and then Fran is such a departure from Fran. I think it's really, really interesting, and got great impact as well. So well done. Composition. Yeah, the composition. Dee and Pete. Could we hear from? We can't hear from Pete, but can we hear from Dee?
Yeah, Dee's there. Dee, can you unmute yourself?
I don't know. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm delighted.
What did you do?
I was out for one of my walks. I didn't have my camera with me, so that's just on my Android phone. So when I got home and saw it on the computer, I was amazed at how clear it was.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. Like, you can even see all the little marks on the top of the poppy head. Apart from the raindrops, so you can sort of see the mauve and the green on the poppy head. So, yeah, I was chuffed. Thank you very much.
No,
and I love Serena's too.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt. I didn't mean to. I think, and especially off of an Android phone as well. I think I'm amazed at how clear it is.
Not nearly as amazed as I was.
Brilliant.
And for story, we've got Liz and Chris. Chris is
all the reasons
for all the reasons that we've already gone through.
We didn't hear from Liz.
Can we hear from Liz? Is Liz there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, this is just my girls in my basement, and we're doing Glastonbury in our own way, and they're doing it down there. So they've set up, and I sneaked down to get a quick shot as they were just getting it all together, really. So we've been outdoors on the steps as well, so we have got wet, but we didn't and I've got my own wristband and everything. We're there, we're with it.
Oh, wristbands as well. Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah, homemade. I should have brought it. It's fabulous.
Oh, brilliant. Well done. Thank you, everyone. So next week's theme is table tennis. And it can be an action shot, or playing or practicing bat and ball skills. It can be a still life of something to do with table tennis, a close up of a bat or balls, or should rephrase that. It can be a shot of the emotion you feel about table tennis, like in this shot. that's on the slide. And I think that tune in for Friday for top tips.
Yeah, that's right. Tune in on Friday. Top tips with Alexis on Friday, because we've got some you coming to look at your photos on your top tips on Friday. Because when we get the top tips, they're going to look great. So, Theresa,
brilliant.
Next is Fran.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, everyone, for sending them in.
Okay, now, Fran, that was an amazing photo gallery. I don't know if it's my internet that's going a bit doolally, but people keep freezing on me a little bit. But hopefully it will rectify. Fran, what we can't do, because I'm on my iPad, is do breakout rooms today. So I think the best way to do it, I'm going to make you share your screen in a minute. If you talk through the questions, and if we all try and think of the answers in our head, don't call them out, everybody. You can either jot it down, and then, Fran, you can tell us the answers like you normally do, and we'll see in our own mind whether we've got 5 out of 5. So, Fran, let me make you assigned co-host. Have you got that, Fran, now?
I have, I think.
Lovely. So if you can share the screen.
So, sorry, I wanted to do a quiz about the zoo. I went to a zoo today and it was lovely. There are 5 questions. Next week's famous cartoons.
Oh, lovely.
This is the zoo I went to day, but we didn't go around to Africa and Asia because of lockdown. What is the zoo animal?
Ooh.
What is the zoo animal? What is the zoo animal? What is the zoo animal? And what is the zoo animal?
Brilliant. Right. I reckon, Fran, most people will get 5 out. Yeah, I think I've got 5 out of 5. Come on then, Fran. Tell us the answers and we'll see if we've got 5 out of 5.
Okay.
Lovely. Fran always does an amazing quiz. I think when Fran finishes her quiz, we should do a big hearts and clap, so that can be on your video, Fran.
Oh, no, I've finished the video.
Oh, you finished it.
I only just did a recording of Alexis.
Oh, lovely.
So, the answers are tiger, giraffe, meerkat, penguin, and elephant.
Yay! Well, I got 5 out of 5. Who put your hands up if you got 5 out of 5? 5 out of 5. Lovely to see you, Gary, as well. You did really well on the photo competition. I think you missed your praise that you got from Alexis, your wonderful sort of cabinet. It was brilliant, so we did appreciate it.
It'll be on YouTube.
I heard it.
Yeah, that was brilliant.
It will be on YouTube, so look at it, don't you? Make sure you look at them.
Next, it's you, Theresa, with Zoom games, and then we'll go on to the poetry.
Oh yeah, Liz can tell us about the poem, can't she? Ready for Friday? That's a really good idea, Chris. Thank you, keeping me in check. Now, I thought, and lucky I didn't think of anything technology-wise, because we're back to the base. We'll do one game of this. We love a countdown. I've got my countdown music ready. Oh, Chris is going, wahey! So that's a good sign.
That's my favourite one from that one.
Yeah, everybody. Well, we'll play it. The way we're going to do it this time is, Andrew, you stay unmuted because you're going to pick for me consonants and vowels and things like that. So what do you want first, Andrew?
A vowel.
A vowel. Oh, you got an O. What should we have next? A consonant. Oh, we've got an N. What would you like next?
A consonant, please.
Oh, we have an S. Put it the right way around. What would you like next?
A vowel.
A vowel. We've got an A.
A consonant.
A consonant. Oh, we've got an M.
A vowel.
A vowel. I'm not trying not to look. They're all turned upside down. Oh, we've got an E.
A vowel.
Another vowel.
Yeah, please.
Oh, you got another E. I think we might need a consonant.
A cognac.
Oh, what are we going to get? An R. Right. Now, seeing who gets the longest word. So just start working out, and then you can put them in chat. Here comes the music. Off we go.
I reckon going as well. I know it.
Oh.
What do you think it is?
Oh, we've had an entry in from D already.
Why can't we do it? We can't see it. Aren't you going to do it?
Yeah, I've done it.
Yeah, I have too. I got the longest one as well.
Oh, and I dropped that. I got a bit carried away. I think that people have it, the longest is, I think, Mona's, which is 7, isn't it? Oh gosh, the music's starting again. And I think D was the quickest off the mark. Liz then got Ransom, which was a very good one as well, but that was 6. We had Mona from Fran, and if you'd have put an S on the end, Fran, you would have got that as well. Manners.
I got one as well.
Mona's. Isn't that funny? Everybody saw Mona's there. Hey, lovely.
I got the longest one as well.
Well, I know
what that one was.
That was fabulous. Right.
Now next for Liz to talk about the poem.
Lovely, for Friday. Brilliant.
It's very brief. It's very brief, and it's in the chat already because Theresa put it on today. Thank you, T.
Yeah.
It's very simple, but it could be really atmospheric. It's about colour. So what you're supposed to do is choose a colour, preferably just one. You could do more, but preferably one colour. And if you can write a few lines about what it means to you or what it makes you feel. And the example I gave was one with yellow in, and it's very quick, such as yellow as juicy lemons, sunflowers, falling leaves and mustard fields. Yellow is for youth, exuberance and cowardice, but also for warmth and inspiration and to make people smile. So that's a yellow one, but you choose a colour, you do your associations with it, and we'll hear them on Friday. Thank you.
Fantastic. Now, Chris O, tell us what next.
Yeah. The next one is Sunday, 4 o'clock is the radio show. With Nick. He's going through the songs and what was played. So tune in for the top tips on that. I was on it at 4. And to end the night, he with a very fabulous song from Sister Sledge for you guys. We are family.
Now, this is where I'm hoping, because I am on my iPad, and this is where we're missing Tim. So is there anybody on a computer? I'm looking at Lyn Ora, who possibly might be able to help with this because you've shared music before. Is there any way, Lyn Ora, can you do We Are Family, Sister Sledge? Can you play that through your computer onto us?
I can do it, I'll do it, guys.
I can try.
Yeah. Right, let's have a...
You have to give Lyn Ora permission to share.
Ah, okay, let me just do that. So let me make Lyn Ora fine co-host.
Spotify.
And then all she needs to go is onto her music and then share. If you share sound.
Yeah, just share sound, and then we can still watch the gallery. Yeah. Have a play while Lyn Ora's just having a little look whether it can. Otherwise, we might just all have to dance around and sing. Right.
Everyone can see we're together as we walk on by, and we fly just like birds of a feather. I want to know all of the people around us, they say, can they be that close? Just let me stay for forever.
for me. Yeah, yeah,
Hi,
yeah.
Hi.
Oh, thank you so much.
Well done, everybody.
Have you spoken to Mia?
No, Fran, I've
know
again, and she hasn't responded. So when
next week,
I don't know.
The photography, what Alexis said, table tennis, next week is Alexis's 12-year being in the photography business for Alexis. 12 years next week.
Wow. Hey, how about a bit of Light My Fire?
How many years? It's about 30 years.
It's 30 years.
Fran.
Let's swing it out.